morning, everybody, whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world. This is Coast to Coast. How's it going, guys?
I have 3 letters that I have to say out loud. FTM.
Okay.
Fuck the Mets.
No. I knew exactly what you meant.
I don't know what it is. The Phillies could beat every other team, but for some reason or another, the Mets just have our number. And I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like the Mets could be playing like painted ass. And then come out of nowhere and be like, oh, the Phillies are in town. Guess what? There's some wins for us.
Hey.
Hey, I don't want to hear you crying because, man, I got my butt kicked by the freaking Rockies. I mean, how much worse does it get when your butt gets kicked by the Rockies? That's when I start worrying.
So that win makes sure that they aren't the worst team ever. That was good.
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Okay.
So now you guys stink.
Man, hey, listen. After yesterday's game, I was so mad. I agree with it. Hey, it is what it is. And that was Alvarez's debut, and I was like, come on, Alvarez. He didn't give me hits. I think we're like 0 for 2, 0 for 3, something like that. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And that was Hunter Brown's debut. I'm like, Hunter Brown, come on, man. You're our guy, man. How are you giving up 6 runs? Well, it was 6 runs, 2 earned runs, but whatever.
You know what? You guys are playing in Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He couldn't breathe.
Take oxygen tanks then. Strap on something. Let's figure this out. I mean, everybody else can go in there and get a win.
They're not allowed to have anything attached to them when they're out on the mound.
You're out there with your oxygen tank.
Hey, I'm just hey, I'm being silly, but it's irritating, man. It's just because everybody else. I mean, we had our number one guy. If I'd had Eric Getty up there, or how we say guys, if it been him up there or Lance McCullers, I'd be like, okay, they suck. Okay, I'll take that loss. But when you got one of your best guys up there and he gives them 6, no, that's unacceptable.
What are you talking about? You guys are playing in Houston. You weren't playing in Colorado.
Are you sure? I thought it was. I don't get those games right now, so I wasn't. I just kept up with the thing on my thing.
But listen, how about this? I mean, not for nothing.
The
Padres came out and they scored 5 runs on the Mariners in the first inning. I'm like, damn, the Mariners are getting their butts whipped. Mariners made it a game.
They did. In fact, it was 7-6 for,
I mean, they scored all their runs in 1 inning.
Yeah.
But, they couldn't hit the ball any other time. But, yeah, it wound up being 7-6. It was actually 5-0 for the longest time. Then 6-5. And then they gave up 2 more runs and wound up ending 7-6.
Yep.
So, that grand slam in the first inning kind of did some stuff.
Yeah.
I like it. It kind of did some stuff.
Oh yeah. No, it was. It
kind of hurt you, Bo.
No, well, I didn't get to watch it in real time. I was just kind of score chasing, right?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
So I jumped in like soon as it started, and the game seemed like it was going for like 3 seconds, and it was already 5-0, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah, it was a grand slam, and then they hit 2 3-run home runs in the 5th.
Yep.
The funny thing is the guy's name that just posted a comment was 1 ass cheek and 3 toes, and I felt like that's exactly what the Colorado Rockies left their Houston Astros: 1 ass cheek and 3 toes. That's how bad I felt about that game, Bo. That's how bad I felt about it. I was like, "This."
Yeah, I'm just glad that we made ours a game.
Right?
It looked like we were about to just get smashed, but yeah. And this is my buddy Brian. Like, but yeah, no, I mean, it looked like we were going to get absolutely smoked, but yeah. At least they made it something. I was hoping they were going to complete the comeback and, but
But
exactly. They don't want the division. I don't, do they ever? Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm not convinced they want the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's see because in theory we should be. Let's see what that is. Let's see what those wild card standings are now.
that's what I'm looking at right now as we speak. You guys are 1.5 games up back in the division and 3 games up on the wild card.
Yeah. So that means the Yankees won because now they're a game and a half up on us.
Right. They are a half a game back of Boston.
Yep.
And that's all tied with Houston, really, in that number.
Yep.
So,
yep.
But you guys are only a game and a half back, 3 of your last 10. So, picture this right, like if this was right after the All-Star break, this would be right where you guys would be.
Yep.
So, call it a win that you made it this long.
Well, I mean, the one thing I will say is this is the time of year they usually start to kind of turn it around. They just usually are further behind. So usually now is about when they start to win some series and they'll get kind of close. You'll be like, oh, so you're saying there's a chance. But this time around, they're at least close enough that if they do start to turn it around a little bit, they'd be in good shape. But obviously, we got to see that happen.
It's like that guy with the fishing pole and the dollar. Just when you think you got that dollar.
Almost got it.
Almost. You're so close. Let's try it one more time.
It amazes me, though, that Cal has got 5 more home runs than everybody else.
Yeah.
And like they said, second is tied with Schwarber and Ohtani.
Yep.
Schwarber's got the lead in RBIs. The league lead in RBIs at 110. Yep. He's 3 ahead of Cal. But the runs scored, Shohei Ohtani has 122 runs scored.
Yeah,
that is crazy. So one of the records, and I think the one record that will never get broken in Major League Baseball is the RBI record. Runs batted in.
Sure.
Now, right now, the biggest, he scored 122 runs, but the guy with the most RBIs right now is 110. And they don't play on the same team, interestingly enough. Imagine if Schwarber played with Ohtani.
Well, I mean, they'd be looking at maybe the best record ever. Like if they played together.
I don't think so. I mean, because they'd be going on slumps together and stuff like that. But as I think about that, 176 RBIs is the all-time record.
That's a lot.
It is. And I'm not even sure who did that. And it happened in 1958 or something.
I mean, RBIs are funny because you got to have help, right? Like people got to get on the bag. So
yeah, they got to be on the bag or you ain't getting it. So you're right. I mean, but that's still a lot to be get that.
No. That's an insane number, but what it means is the guys that were ahead of him.
Oh yeah, we're good too.
We're good contact hitters.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. No, actually, let's do this different. 1930, Hack Wilson, 191 runs batted in. 191 runs batted in.
Yeah, nobody's touching.
Now that was 90. Lou Gehrig had 185 one year in 1931. He went after it. Hank Greenberg had in 1937 had 184. But I want to say that the one that was like I thought that there was one that was like really Manny Ramirez was the closest in 1999. Everything else before that is in the 1930s.
Wow.
That was the juiced ball era, I think.
Hmm.
I want to say that. But
99. Yeah, that sounds about right.
1999, he had 165 RBIs. Sammy Sosa had 160 in 2001. Those are the only two guys in the top 20, really, and Sammy Sosa's 21 in that. To have into 160 RBIs. That's an RBI a game just about. Obviously, Manny Ramirez had a little bit like 1.00001, or something like that, 01 or something RBIs a game because 162 games. So he's got like over an RBI game. And Sammy is just under that. But I'm looking at it. It's like 1930, 1931, 1937, 1938, 1927, 1930, 1930, 1932, 1935. I got to think that 1930, when I'm looking at these, 1930 in the top 20, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that had over 165 runs batted in that year.
So do you think that is more attributed to back then everybody was much better contact hitters, or did they not have the back fence figured out yet? And some of those fields were just really long.
It makes me wonder. Actually, I wonder if that was before they raised the mound.
Okay.
Because in 1931 there was a lot too. Like I said, it's like as I'm naming off these things, and like so Babe Ruth in 1931. So to have 191 runs batted in 1930, he had 709 plate appearances. In 1931, to have 185, Lou Gehrig had 738 plate appearances. It's a lot of plate appearances.
That is a lot.
Yeah. But that also means almost every other hit was an RBI.
Yeah.
So Lou Gehrig, who did he play for?
The Yankees.
So, I mean, it's like, and Hank Greenberg, he played for the Yankees too. And Jimmy Fox played for, I want to say he played for the White Sox, right?
And Rob, you're right. If they do go to the ABS system instead of just the challenges, you could see RBIs go up, right? Because they're going to have to throw things that are hittable. So I could see that.
I can't wait for the 7-hour game because that machine's really tight.
You're right. The 19-watt game that we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, like that's not too far away. Like, I mean, I don't know that they can adjust the box on the fly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works.
AI is a killer. It's going to be like, here, the box is this small for this guy and this big for the other team. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I see lots of scandals coming out from that. Why are you making the batter's box this smaller? And why are you making it this big? I see controversies already.
Well, now I want to know most runs scored per season. All-time runs scored.
Chad wants to know how the event was.
What event?
With Graham.
It was good. So obviously Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox came in at the very end, and it was a tour of Lincoln Financial Field. So I've done the tour of Lincoln Financial Field, but it's the first time that I have seen both Lombardi trophies together. And I, of course, made a video saying that they need a bigger case because this year's Lombardi's trophy is not going to fit in there with the two of them. I'm also going to send that video to Des Bryant.
Man, hey, listen, don't start filling up Brad's head any bigger than it is, man. He's already, his head's already out to here.
Like nothing on the, nothing in the chat can be thrown up on screen now.
Oh no, it's all downhill.
Like it turned immediately.
Well, it is what
it's
it
just
is.
a standard Joe and Brad barking at each other.
Well, I tell you what. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, that might be another one that's never broken. There we go. I tell you, too many black and white pictures. Here you go. Guess how many runs scored all time, one season, single season.
All time one season, I'll go 250.
No, definitely lower than that.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say somewhere around the 100 to 150 range.
I was just thinking there was some ridiculous year.
Well, when you hear the number and then realize how many games were played, you're going to be like, wow, like that's a lot.
Yeah. I figure realistically, yeah, you're probably like 150, 175, something like that.
All right. So Babe Ruth
in
1921 had 177 runs.
Oh, there you go.
Now, I want to think that they were playing only, 140 games then? Maybe 136?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that.
We did it with less games. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's not the leader. The leader in the clubhouse of all time. This record, I will tell you, is over 130 years old.
Okay.
Oh, damn. So we're going about what, the 1800s?
1894, this record was set. In 702 plate appearances, Billy Hamilton had 198 runs scored.
Wow.
That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing, actually. Like, just thinking about that,
that's so much.
You know, and to think about that, like Lou Gehrig, we were talking about Lou Gehrig last, where he had in 1931, he was only he had 185 RBIs. He had 163 runs scored that year, too. Damn. Like that's like, I gotta see now this, obviously they named a disease after this guy. So, I mean, it's like not for nothing. This guy was like by far one of the best baseball players to ever play the game. Makes me wonder how, are you kidding me? I'm looking at his stuff and they're showing me Mets and Phillies highlights on the screen. Get off. Close that.
No. Keep it going. Let's have a rerun.
Awesome. So obviously Lou Gehrig played for the Yankees and he had most of his runs because he was knocking in Babe Ruth a lot.
Yep.
A lot. He was also a pitcher, right? Was he a pitcher? No,
I think it goes back to what we said about Schwarber and Ohtani were on the same team, kind of like Babe and Lou Gehrig. What would be the effect?
It's so here we go. This is his 17 years. He played in 2,164 games. He had 9,665 plate appearances, 8,001 at bats. He had 1,888 runs, 2,721 hits, 534 doubles, 163 triples, 493 home runs, 1995 RBIs, 102 stolen bases. Interestingly enough, he was caught stealing 102 times too. 1,508 walks, 790 strikeouts. His batting average was a 340.
Nice.
And OPB was 447, slugging percentage 632, OPS was 1,001.080, and
Those are all great numbers.
Yeah, they are. And let's see, he was a 2-time MVP, 7-time All-Star. He won the batting title. He did win the Triple Crown. He did have 7 times a World Series winner, and of course, he's in the Hall of Fame. And of course, he's got a disease named after him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and that was back when getting in the Hall of Fame, was impressive for baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Billy Hamilton also is in the Hall of Fame. Like, who did Billy Hamilton play for? And now I got to find that out.
Yeah, you can always count on Brad to take that conversation way too far.
All right. So he played for. I have to assume it was the Athletics. Philadelphia. He played for the Phillies.
Yeah, there you go.
So 1888, he played for the Kansas City. Who is this? The Kansas City Cowboys. 1888. Wow, that's something. And then 1890, he played for the Philadelphia Phillies. And while he was with the Phillies, he did, he played 6 years for the Phillies, and he had a great amount of hits. This guy is also, no wonder he's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's like when you look at his numbers, he played 14 years, 1697 runs, 2,164 hits, 242 doubles, 95 triples, only 40 home runs. His highest, because it was the RBIs that did this, right? Like it's.
Yeah.
No, it was runs scored. He had to be a leadoff hitter because it was at 198. He had the run scored, and that was in 1894. He had 225 hits that year, but only 4 home runs. The most home runs he ever had in a season was 7. Stolen bases, 100, 111, 111, 102. They didn't do caught stealing on his because I guess they didn't keep track of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that just kind of shows you, though, to me, how much the game has changed from that era to this era. Because there's no way you're doing any of that, or even those guys could do that in this era. I don't think it'd be too difficult.
All right, so here you go. He had 702 plate appearances, but only 558 at bats. This is the year that he broke the record with 198 runs. Just I'm going to give you the line for that year. He played 132 games, 702 plate appearances, 558 at bats. He scored 198 runs. He had 225 hits, 128 walks, 19 strikeouts.
19.
His batting average that year was 403.
Wow. Okay.
OB on base percentage was 521. 521. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen anything that high. His slugging percentage was 523, and his OPS was 1.044. You know what I mean? But that's like amazing stuff.
Imagine getting on base half the time you walk to the plate.
Over half.
Yeah.
Over half.
That's insane.
That is
insane.
And I want to know how it is that you scored 200 runs. You got a guy who's getting on base that much, and we didn't even get in the playoffs. Like, we lost that year. Like, how did they do that year? I want to find out what the story is on that year for the Phillies.
Because you got that one guy that's killing it, and everybody else is garbage, poo poo.
Well, it means your pitching was terrible.
In fourth place. In fourth place in the National League, because it was the National League only then.
Yeah.
They went 71, 57, and 4.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it means your pitching was the problem.
Yeah.
The Orioles won it that year. The Baltimore Orioles went 89 and 39. And we were 71 and 57. It was
Joe,
the Baltimore Orioles, the Giants, Boston.
You are not wrong.
What?
Oh, he said Astros in Seattle, seeing who doesn't want the division more. Pretty much. The good thing is the people that are behind us in the wild card are also sucking. And because if any of them were playing good baseball,
hey Joe,
do
they have Italian baseball leagues out in Italy?
You'd have to think they do, right?
You would think, but maybe not, because maybe they're soccer. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of soccer pitches, obviously, but I wonder if they have baseball leagues out there. I know they play basketball horribly, but they do.
Right.
They have skiing. They have some good skiing.
I mean, they did have a team. I don't know if they still do, but they did have a team in the European Football League for American football. So, and since they're playing football, I would assume they're playing baseball. Oh, yep. Here you go. Yes.
All right. Nice. I would love for, them to turf over in the Coliseum and us go watch the Eagles play in the Coliseum. That would be amazing.
That would be
bring the Eagles and the Cowboys over to the Coliseum. I'll go to that game.
I would do everything I possibly could in the face of this earth to get to that game.
Yeah, I would go to that game. That would be something else.
Yeah. And I hope that Brad would show up.
Speaking of something else, in 2026, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Minnesota Twins will be playing in Iowa at the Field of Dreams.
Oh, cool. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, your baseball team is probably like your basketball team. Like, you can't have a whole bunch of 5'9" Guidos thinking that they can play basketball really well.
It'd still be funny to watch.
It's very funny to watch. Actually, no, there's like the one guy who's like 6'6".
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, that was like, living down in Mexico, and you had the one random guy that was like 6'9", and you're like, how did that happen?
Well, it's just like when they were when you're laughing because you think about the guys in China, and a lot of Chinese guys are like 5'8", 5'9", and then you have Yao Ming, who's 7'6", who said his favorite city of all time in the United States is Philadelphia. Why? Because he likes the cheesesteaks.
Hey,
if you get a good steak, you like a good cheesesteak.
He's an Eagles fan, bitch.
I do like cities that have good food.
Oh, I'd like to take that and say Eagles are bitches, but that's fine.
So I tell you, I will say this, since we're talking jokes. I have been getting a lot of messages from Dallas Cowboys fans.
Sure.
And some guys are kids. You can tell right away. I don't even respond. But the adults, I could tell. You could just tell by the way that they're wording things and the way that they're talking.
For sure.
And what I do love about the guys, the Cowboys fans that are from Dallas, is that they get it. They understand. They know, like, we can banter back and forth, and So the people down in Dallas, what they do is they are a little passive, a lot aggressive.
Yeah.
With the way that they banter. So it becomes more personal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. They're not attacking me in a way that's like, yeah. You know, like, no, it's more like
Not the way
okay,
Brad attacks Joe.
correct. It's a little different than that. But I go back and forth. Like one guy called me, he goes, "You're a grown man painted up like a douchebag," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're a bully sounding like a dumbass." You know what I mean? It's and then it goes back and forth, and then I wish them luck for the season, and then they're like, "You too, man. I'm gonna be bantering with you again on Thursday next week," and I'm like, "I'm looking forward to it."
Yeah.
You know, like that's what it's about. It's about being funny. You got to get the joke. You can't get if you're going to banter back and forth. I mean, everybody saw on the internet the Kansas City Chiefs versus Chicago, where the Chiefs were getting their butts whipped, and the Chicago guy left bloodied. Like he left bloodied. He was a big dude too, but I come to find out that there were like three guys, like wailing on this dude. I hope they catch the Kansas City. Kansas City fans are assholes. Yeah. I'm telling you, most of them, those guys, most of them are good people, but they have the biggest group of assholes. Them and 49ers fans.
Yeah.
They feel like that they're entitled, that they got to win every game and blah, blah, blah. And like you said, you've never heard about somebody dying at the Vet or the Link.
Sure.
But I've heard of people dying at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
You know, there's been Raiders fans. I think that there was a Rams fan, stuff like that. Like, you want to talk about getting your fan base under control. Kansas City's got to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize their fan base was that bad. I never really paid attention to them, I guess, that much.
Oh yeah, they are assholes. They are assholes. And different, like, so Dallas fans are assholes, but it's not the Dallas area fans that are assholes. It's the fans that were dropped on their heads in every other part of the world that became Cowboys fans because they feel that the Cowboys are their mom. You know what I mean? And they have to defend their honor. And
especially
that's
the ones that live in Houston. Like that. Oh, there we go. And that's exactly when Frankie pops in.
Frankie was one of those children that were left behind. It's okay, Frankie. I get it, man.
Did you like the documentary, Jade? Have you watched it?
No, I wanted to. I've been trying to find it, and I don't. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but I have heard it's good.
Oh, no, I've heard it's good. I just haven't seen it. I guess I'll be watching that.
I could say that maybe not everyone, because I think Brad is not your friend.
Yeah, Brad does not get along with everyone. Yeah, no, I have heard it's good, but no, it makes sense that you haven't seen it because you're watching the Skinamax soap opera. So the Hunter's Wives or whatever.
Hey, it's a good movie with good plot twists. Leave it alone.
I've been watching John Wick.
Okay, all right.
You know, like you got, like, first off, I'm a Keanu Reeves fan.
Yep.
And you know, he is like the only actor to have been in, I think, more than 2 trilogies.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's like because he's been in now 3, if you really think about it, because it's Bill and Ted's.
Yep.
Not that it really counts, but it counts. And then if you watch like all of the what's the movie I'm thinking of? Oh my god, because I'm watching John Wick now. I'm stuck on John Wick. But
Yeah.
if you watch all of the
What, the Matrix?
The Matrix,
Yeah.
and then put it alongside John Wick's,
Yeah.
and you say, okay, this is the red pill, this is the blue pill. It actually is friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of that, put in the replacements, and you've got a whole thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I am just saying, like I said, it's but literally you could almost put in, like, all right, you could almost do John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3 starts to get a little funny. So you would have to kind of put that in between Matrix 1 and Matrix 2, or actually Matrix 2 and Matrix 3. Like where it's like, all right, he's back in the red pill, or in the blue pill. And then finish it off with John Wick 4 and then Matrix 3. Or like you could put them all in like where he's in between, where they reset. And this is John Wick until he figures out that he needs to take the red pill. Interesting stuff. I tell you, it really does kind of play out that way. It's amazing how many people can get killed without killing this guy.
Right.
I just like the fact that your boy the Moose there still watches Skin of Max like it's real. Wow.
Well, Cinemax is still around, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't watch. I didn't watch Cinemax, and I don't even know how long.
Well, I mean, I never had it, but I mean, I knew it existed.
Well, I guess I do watch it because we have HBO Max. I guess it's the same thing. Cinemax and Max, same thing, right? So I had that bundle, the HBO Max, whatever that is.
Cinemax was a channel just like HBO is a channel.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I mean, you talking about Johnny Utah. He was the devil's advocate. Like, there's so many different things that you could even put into that timeline in a weird sense. Be like, oh, we reset. Okay, now he's this. Oh, we reset. Now he's this. Oh, we reset. Now he's this. And it kind of works. Like, you could say Johnny Utah was like the first version of the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then John Wick was like the sixth version. Like, actually, you could even go further and be like the Replacements was like the first version. And then Johnny Utah at Point Break was the second version. And then it's like it keeps going up further that way. Or even worse, Bill and Ted is the first version.
Yeah, you go from Bill and Ted to then Point Break.
But Keanu Reeves is one of those kind of guys that, like, it was that Idaho movie that he played in too, right? Something Idaho. What was it?
What?
There's a movie, Welcome to Idaho, or there was another movie that had Keanu Reeves in it. It's like something with Idaho. I can't remember that actual. I'll have to go find it, but he's got some. He has. I mean, a lot of his characters are the same, but he does have one or two movies left and right.
He actually played a wide range.
Yeah,
and there are some movies that are clunkers too.
Yeah, I mean, of course, especially if you look at any actor's early career, there's always some garbage. There's always some garbage.
Yeah, Rob saw that movie, My Own Private Idaho.
Rhinestone Cowboy. I remember that.
Yeah,
worst movie ever for Sylvester. Private Idaho. Thank you, Mom. Private Idaho.
I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, it's an early movie for him, but yeah.
And then there was another one that was not clones. Where he
was a male hooker. That is hilarious.
He's a male hooker in My Own Private Idaho.
Yeah,
should go watch it.
That's.
I probably will now. Like I said, it's
like now I'm curious. that sounds like a weird film.
I mean, he's been in like 250,000 movies. So
yeah, no, he's definitely been in a lot of things. So the thing I just got done watching is The Fall of Usher House, and that is based on Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven and Telltale Heart.
and the real life of Usher.
Right. But if you like a dark series, it's that. Like they literally kill everybody. So yeah, it's a super dark series, but entertaining. So yeah, if you
So Johnny Mnemonic, I mean, yeah, I remember that was a dud.
yeah, I was a fan.
But I mean, that was like the Matrix 1.0. You know, they tried to do it like that. And that was their version of Tron.
Yeah.
The day the Earth stood still would be at the very, very end of all that. Like that would be like he would be that guy in like after the Matrix and stuff like that. That would be Matrix 7.0.
Yep. And Rob, yeah, there's a couple of different series. Yeah. So that it was the most recent one.
You know, and I'd love to see, you know, it'd be rare, but I'd love to see him as a bad guy. I think that he would make a really good bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Replicas. That's it. That one is where his wife died, and that would be kind of funny because like that's kind of in line with John Wick too, like where his wife dies, but she dies in a car accident. If she died from cancer, and he replicated her that way, that would be different, you know. But no, they died in a car accident in that movie, and that's why I said that one was a little tough to watch too. It was just.
Yeah, they just keep moving around how it is you can watch stuff. Like it's why every time there's something that is going to be in an obscure location, I go to the bar. I'm not spending $1,500 to watch the NFL. Like I will spend that money somewhere else where I don't have to get my own beer. Watcher.
Hey, what was he saying about YouTube TV? I guess they're going to do away with the Fox stations. Is that what he was saying, or she's saying, whoever?
Yeah. So basically, Fox broadcast may not be on there. We've seen this movie before.
Wow.
They did it to DirecTV, 5-10 years ago, something like that, where all of the Fox affiliates were no longer on DirecTV. So it's contract stuff, right? I would bet that they get it worked out by the time that game comes around. But yeah, I mean, ultimately that's what it is they're renegotiating what they're going to get paid. Like Fox was off of DirecTV for like 3 months before they're like, just kidding. We're going to give basically these places are negotiating like Jerry Jones. They're just like, okay, I guess it's actually going to hurt my product now. Let's just go ahead and overpay.
Now it's more money.
Yeah.
Month.
I mean, that's all it is, though. So, like, by the time that game comes, I'd be surprised if it's not on there. But
yeah. If you had to put a time limit on, how long do you think it's going to be before they trade Michael Parsons? Because at this point, the more I'm watching this saga play out, the more I'm starting to realize. I think we even talked about this, Bo. That I feel like that reputation between him and Jerry is so splintered. I don't think they can keep Micah.
No, that relationship is smoked. Like, even if they do sign him, there's going to be so much animosity there anyway.
Right.
That I don't ultimately see it being a good thing. Realistically, I could almost see it being like what Trey Hendrickson just got, which is, hey, you know what? We'll give you more money, but we're not giving you a longer contract. At the end of the year, you're out of here. And I could almost see something like that just because it was such a weird thing for Hendrickson to get. I guess good on the Bengals to get him to come in and play. But,
right.
If their relationship with Parsons is that bad, maybe it is something like that. Or maybe Jerry is just mad enough that he's like, you know what, you're going to get your 20 mil and then you're going to hit the bricks.
I'll be honest. There's at some point he's starting to ruin his chances with other teams.
Yeah,
I know that there is going to be like a Browns or somebody like that are going to give him like $80 million a year to go play for his team, that team, and he's going to strap, strap them down as bad as possible. Yeah, I hear you, Moose. But the truth of the matter is I think that the Eagles are still a viable possibility. I think that he's going to come here for less money. And that would be a way of doing that. Like, hey, we'll come here. I'm going to go here for less money. I'm going to win myself a ring. Because what a ring does, beyond really mostly anything else, is that gives you a job outside of football.
Yeah, it gives you a TV spot almost guaranteed.
Right.
Like, someone will at least take a chance on you.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way I always look at it is like, look, you can make all the money you want, but if you can get a ring, you'll have money longer, right?
Well, think about it like this. So he's already doing what Pat McAfee did, right? Where Pat McAfee started out doing podcasting while he was in the NFL. He's already got a podcast, a very successful podcast. I mean, It would be a natural slide over for him to be the next McAfee, not the same guy as McAfee, but follow that same path. You know?
He's not as charismatic as McAfee is.
Not a chance.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. But there's still a place out there for him, like a Pat McAfee. He just have a different version or different style of it.
No. He would not trade inside the division. He's not doing that. We're talking about next year. Like, I think that this year plays out now. Like, I don't think that he trades him. And if he does trade him, this would have to be a sign and trade. Like, you sign him and then trade him.
Yeah. And Frankie, yes, we're not saying you have to have a ring. Sometimes just being on the Cowboys helps that out because they are the ultimate media machine.
Well, Greg Olsen wasn't on the Cowboys.
No, I understand that. But I'm saying for like Romo, like there's plenty of Cowboys guys that have moved on to get into the booth that didn't win a ring, right?
And Tony Romo was, again, he was magnanimous enough. Like, he was just like and actually it was a shame because they screwed him up. He was great before they really got their fingers into him and told him, hey, you can't be telling the plays before they happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I loved when he was telling the plays.
Absolutely.
Like, that told me that he knew football better than everybody else.
Yeah. Well, it lets you know that if he could have stayed healthy, he was a good quarterback. Like, he was obviously able to read the defense because he was dissecting the thing. He was telling you both sides of the ball before the ball was snapped. You're just like, oh, okay, like that's awesome.
If he could have just held on to the ball for the field goal kicker to put that thing through the uprights, we probably would have made it further into the playoffs. Tony Romo.
Yeah, that game was great.
Like, come on, man. You have one job. Just catch the ball, put it down, lace us out, kick it through. Let's go to the next round, baby. But no.
Or fumble, get tackled at the 2. It was awesome.
Come on, man.
But yeah, no, it's you don't have to win a ring, but it makes the transition easier if you do.
It's possible. I'll tell you who,
Imagine if the Browns got him though. You put him next to Garrett, that would be nasty.
I'm telling you who I think the Packers are going to get. And I kind of hate to say it because I think he's going to have a ridiculously amazing year. Jordan Davis from the Eagles. I think he becomes a free agent next year. They are not going to be able to re-sign him because they're going to have to give Carter the amount of money they're going to give Carter. And Carter, out of the two of those guys, Carter is the better of the two. So I can understand that. But I tell you, beyond Parsons, and I know that Green Bay thinks that they're going to get Parsons, but I'm telling you, they're going to wind up getting Jordan Davis instead. And I almost can guarantee that. Almost.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, the Cowboys got to. I think at this point, I'm not trying to see the franchise tag him. Let's just get that man traded. I mean, they probably will have to put a conditional, like you said, Bo, to get those 2 first rounders.
Well,
and
no,
that's fine.
A sign and trade would work.
And,
Like,
and I'm good with that too. But I think at this point they got to trade him. I mean, I don't think, like you said, I don't think he's going to be viable because of the toxic relationship with Jones.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
like I could absolutely, like, if they don't do the conditional tag, I could see the sign and trade where they're like, look,
You know what? The money solves all problems.
it does.
I don't
sort
know
of.
though, does it though? Because according to the report, Jerry and Michael Parsons had a deal worked out. He just wanted to go through his agent. So he agreed to the deal that Jerry was going to give him. Jerry gave the damn deal to the agent. The agent told him to shove it up his ass. Well, okay, what we doing? You got what you wanted, and now you don't want to sign it, or now you don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation.
And this is what it is he craves the drama. Like that's Jerry.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, if that's the case, if it's all drama laden, and he's going to pay this guy that much money anyways. Is there a reason why to wait? Does it make any sense to wait?
Means you're talking about him nonstop. I mean, that's sort of Frankie's thing right there. And he's not wrong. Like, Jerry wants his thing in front of the cameras all the time. Good or bad, doesn't care. He likes the drama.
I give you all that. I have no qualms about that. I agree 100%. What I'm saying is, though, this isn't just Jerry now. It is still Micah's agent and Micah himself for not getting the deal done when they had already had a worked out contract and Jerry sent it to the agent. So, a lot of this is Jerry, no doubt about it. But this is also on the agent, too, that's prolonging this and keeping it going because they could have signed that contract and done.
I think what it might be is that relationship has gotten fractured to the point that it almost doesn't matter what the number is. I'm not signing shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's Paxton said, if money cures all. And I don't think in this case money cures all, because I think they would have had it done if that was the case, like you saying. I just think it's too fractured. I think they both want splits, and this is how do you get it done? It's like it's like a damn man and a woman trying to get a divorce, and they're trying to figure out who's going to get what assets. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, but so usually, and when a man and a woman are very close to the end and they're fighting over the toaster, it's no longer about the money. It becomes a matter of, I want you to tell me that I am the greatest type thing, and that I was the best that you ever had. And, you know, and it's so that tells me that they don't want to part ways. Actually, that it's said that the drama suits both of them.
Well, I think it does. In fact, it probably even helps Parsons' podcast.
Right? Oh,
yeah. Into it, thinking he's going to complain about the situation and all of that. So I would bet that marketing-wise, it's helping both of them.
I actually agree with the podcast and getting numbers up theory. I think that makes a lot of sense because you are generating a lot of viewership.
Sure, yeah, because people are going to tune in and be like, "Oh, I bet he buries Jerry today."
I tell you what, maybe somebody should reach out to Micah and see if he can get him on this show. Tell him, hey, listen, nobody watches this show. If you come on, I bet you people watch.
and you wouldn't be lying. People would, because they'd be like, "What? How did you accomplish this?"
I'll have Des Bryant reach out to him.
Nice. On the show.
I'm okay with Des reaching. Hey, at this point, hell.
If I can make that happen, I will. I will try to do that. Like I said,
could you imagine it? Could you imagine a scenario? That would make a great episode on anybody's podcast if Philly Sports Guy was able to secure a deal between Jerry and Micah. Wow. That would be.
Listen. No. I've only ever done one good deed for Dallas Cowboys.
You can do another one.
True blue, needed somebody to take a picture of him next to his all-time idol,
And we
Too
appreciate
Tall
it, Moose.
Too Tall Jones. And the only person standing there was me. And I told him, and I didn't do the selfie thing. I took a picture of him and his idol, at Too Tall Jones. And that's how him and I became friends. That's literally because I took that picture. And I told him, I said, listen, if you ever post this picture, you got to let everybody know that it was a Philadelphia Eagles fan who took this picture for you. And he does. He absolutely does that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I just think if everybody's about ratings, right, and everybody's about the attention, and ESPN would love the attention, ESPN would love the rating, and everybody would tune in. I swear everybody would tune in for this. And could you imagine a debate show where you had Jerry on one side, Mike on the other, and the commentator or the guy, the proctor that gives the questions is Philly Sports? Could you? I can see that being a huge ass ratings grab. And Jerry likes attention. Mike needs viewership for his podcast. Philly Sports guy, well, he just wants anything, and let's go.
I like that you just randomly caught a stray right there.
I do think that would be huge.
I'll take that stray since we're always busting on his nails.
Thank you. I've already given one, and I don't give very, very.
Yeah. I just
but
like
no, seriously though. I mean, that would be a huge rating.
I like that you picked an Eagle to moderate the two Cowboy nonsense.
I just think it'd be a hell of a good ratings grab. That's why I put an Eagles person, because everybody would watch that. I'd tune in for that shit.
It would be entertaining.
The not for nothing, but I think the better guy would be Stephen A.
Oof, man, that'd be a rough match.
Even I couldn't do it, man. That'd be too much. Yeah, like Bo said, that'd be too much of a balls buster all the time. I think you would be better at it than him.
There would just be so much yelling. I'd just be like, I don't
care
enough for that. I'll wait for somebody to make some reels so I can catch any little highlights.
I mean, well, hell, hey, you know what though? I think if Philly didn't want to do it, then let Pat McAfee do it. I think Pat McAfee would be a good one to do it.
Again, I just think there would be so much nonsense in it that
that would become very WWE.
Yeah, it'd be a tough watch for me. Like I would 100% be looking for clips that are out there to highlight whatever interesting happened, and I would never watch that episode. But yeah. That being said, that does get us to the top of the hour. Speaking of nonsense, that's most of this show. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Helps us bring our stuff to you. Otherwise, we're going to get out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.